Imagine standing at the edge of a vast emerald green forest. Towering trees reach for the sky, their leaves rustling in the breeze. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. This is a place teeming with life, home to countless species of plants and animals, a vital organ in our planet's ecosystem. Now picture a different scene, a barren landscape, stripped bare of its once lush vegetation. The ground is dry and cracked, scarred by erosion. The air is still and heavy, devoid of the vibrant symphony of life that once filled the air. This is the stark reality of deforestation, a global crisis that is silently transforming our planet. The contrast between these two images is jarring, a stark reminder of what we stand to lose if we fail to address the urgent issue of deforestation. Our forests are not just beautiful landscapes, they are essential for life on Earth. They provide us with clean air and water, regulate our climate, and support a staggering array of biodiversity. Yet every year, millions of hectares of these vital ecosystems are destroyed, cleared for agriculture, logging, mining, and other human activities. The consequences of this destruction are far-reaching, impacting not only the environment but also the lives and livelihoods of millions of people around the world. Deforestation, in its simplest terms, is the clearing of forests for other land uses. It is the permanent destruction of forests for logging, agriculture, mining, and urbanization, among other purposes. This human-driven process is rapidly transforming the face of our planet, leaving a trail of ecological devastation in its wake. To put the scale of this crisis into perspective, consider this. Every minute, an area of forest the size of 36 football fields is lost to deforestation. That's over 27 million acres of forest destroyed every year, an area roughly the size of Portugal. This relentless destruction is pushing countless species towards extinction, disrupting vital ecosystems and undermining the very foundations of life on Earth. The statistics are alarming, painting a bleak picture of our planet's future. But behind these numbers lies a complex web of interconnected issues driven by a combination of economic, social, and political factors. To effectively address deforestation, we need to understand the root causes of this crisis and develop solutions that address these underlying drivers. The insatiable human appetite for land and resources drives deforestation. Growing populations increase demand for food, fuel, and raw materials. Agriculture, logging, and mining expand at the expense of forests. Agriculture is a major driver, clearing forests for cattle, soy, and palm oil. Logging for timber also contributes significantly. Urbanization encroaches on forests, fragmenting ecosystems. Mining operations clear large areas, impacting ecosystems and communities. The consequences of deforestation extend far beyond the loss of trees. Forests absorb carbon dioxide, regulating our planet's climate. Clearing forests releases stored carbon, contributing to climate change. Deforestation accounts for 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. It also reduces the planet's capacity to absorb future emissions. Forests are home to 80% of terrestrial biodiversity. Deforestation destroys habitats, driving species to extinction. It also impacts soil health, leading to erosion and landslides. Forests stabilize soil, preventing erosion. Clearing forests leaves soil vulnerable to degradation. Forests regulate water flow and maintain water quality. Deforestation disrupts these processes, causing floods and droughts. It also impacts millions who depend on forests for resources. The devastating impacts of deforestation are evident in ecosystems around the world, from the Amazon rainforest to the forests of Southeast Asia. These regions are home to some of the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth, yet they are facing unprecedented rates of deforestation, driven by a complex interplay of factors. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the planet, is being cleared at an alarming rate, primarily for cattle ranching and soy production. This deforestation is not only releasing vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, but it is also pushing countless species towards extinction, threatening the livelihoods of indigenous communities and increasing the risk of droughts and wildfires. In Southeast Asia, the expansion of palm oil plantations is driving deforestation on a massive scale. Palm oil is a highly versatile and profitable commodity used in a wide range of products, from food to cosmetics. However, the unsustainable expansion of palm oil plantations is destroying vast areas of rainforest, threatening iconic species like orangutans and Sumatran tigers and displacing local communities. These case studies highlight the urgent need for action to address deforestation. The consequences of inaction are simply too great to ignore. We must act now to protect these vital ecosystems and ensure the well-being of both people and planet. While the scale of deforestation can feel overwhelming, there is hope. We can reverse this trend and protect our planet's remaining forests. By implementing a combination of sustainable practices, policy changes, and individual actions, we can create a greener, more sustainable future. Reforestation, the process of planting trees in areas that have been deforested, is a crucial step in restoring degraded ecosystems and mitigating climate change. By planting billions of trees, we can help to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, restore habitats for wildlife, and improve soil health. However, simply planting trees is not enough. We also need to address the underlying drivers of deforestation, such as unsustainable agricultural practices and illegal logging. This requires a multifaceted approach, involving governments, businesses, and individuals. Governments have a crucial role to play in enacting and enforcing laws that protect forests, promote sustainable land use practices, and combat illegal logging. By creating protected areas, providing incentives for sustainable forestry, and cracking down on illegal activities, governments can create a policy environment that supports forest conservation. Reforestation efforts are gaining momentum globally, offering a beacon of hope in the fight against deforestation. Large-scale tree planting initiatives, often involving communities and local organizations, are helping to restore degraded landscapes and sequester carbon from the atmosphere. Beyond simply planting trees, it's crucial to adopt sustainable practices in agriculture, logging, and other land use activities. Sustainable agriculture, for example, emphasizes practices that minimize environmental impact, such as agroforestry, which combines trees and crops, and crop rotation, which helps maintain soil health. In the logging industry, sustainable practices involve harvesting trees in a way that minimizes damage to the surrounding forest and allows for regeneration. This includes selective logging, where only mature trees are harvested, and reduced impact logging, which minimizes damage to the forest floor. By embracing these sustainable practices, we can meet our needs for food, timber, and other resources without further degrading our planet's forests. Indigenous peoples and local communities often bear the brunt of deforestation's impacts, despite playing a vital role in forest conservation. Recognizing their land rights and traditional knowledge is essential for effective and equitable forest management. Empowering local communities to manage their forests sustainably can lead to more effective conservation outcomes. When communities have a stake in the health of their forests, they are more likely to protect them for future generations. Supporting community-based forestry initiatives, providing access to education and training, and ensuring fair compensation for forest products are all crucial steps in empowering communities to become stewards of their forests. While addressing deforestation requires collective action on a global scale, every individual has a role to play. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, we can reduce our impact on forests and support sustainable practices. Reducing our consumption of products that drive deforestation, such as beef, soy, and palm oil, is a powerful step we can take. Choosing products from companies committed to sustainable sourcing practices and supporting organizations working to protect forests are other impactful actions. Educating ourselves and others about deforestation, engaging in political advocacy for stronger forest protection policies, and supporting organizations working to conserve forests are all meaningful ways to contribute to the solution. The fight against deforestation is a collective endeavor, requiring a united front of governments, businesses, communities, and individuals. By working together, we can protect our planet's remaining forests, mitigate climate change, conserve biodiversity, and create a more sustainable and equitable future for all.